Hey there gamers, Retro Rob here, and today we've got what passes for the holiday episode here at Retro Rob Plays Everything. Today we are going to be busting out the Super Nintendo system and playing a game that I don't think came out in the US, but I've got a hack of it, and that game is Daze Before Christmas. Yep. Not an amazing platformer by any means, but darned interesting nonetheless. I'm sure a lot of kids probably did love getting this game around Christmas time. I got a similar type of thing for my son on the Game Boy Advance. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'll have to go look it up. But it was a hard Christmas game. I might bring that up maybe next year. But this year, I grabbed this off of the Chinese knockoff market and thought it would be a good one to show you guys. But anyway, before that, nobody really watches my holiday episodes. I've taken a look. It takes a dip, like video views take a dip, on my holiday episodes. So I figure I'm going to just basically do whatever the heck I want. That's not necessarily a bad thing for you, but it does mean I'm just going to kind of kick back and enjoy myself. And today I'm going to read you a poem, a Christmas poem. And this is a pretty old one. It's by Ogden Nash. I heard about it through Gene Shepard's radio program, which, of course, obviously he was never on the air actually while I was alive, but I listened to a lot of old-time radio, and he was on there. If you haven't heard of Gene Shepard, he wrote Christmas Story, which is a super popular Christmas movie here in the United States. He actually did write 3 or 4 stories starring the same family. They're loosely based on his own history. But anyway, that's really irrelevant. He had a radio show that ran decades, and he always had a Christmas type of special for every holiday season. And here is what he read at one of them. He didn't write it. Again, this was written by Ogden Nash. Let's just get going. Let's get right into it. I think you'll like it if you don't totally hate all poetry, which I hate 99.9% of. All right, here we go. In Baltimore, there lived a boy. He wasn't anybody's joy. Although his name was J.B.'s Dawes, his character was full of flaws. In school, he never led his classes. He hid old ladies' reading glasses. His mouth was open when he chewed, and elbows to the table glued. Those of you who are not in the United States, that's in the U.S. it's impolite to have your elbows on the table. I think in several countries it's like that. But anyway, he stole the milk of hungry kittens and walked through doors marked "No Admittance." He said he acted thus because there wasn't any Santa Claus. Another trick that tickled JB's was crying boo at little babies. He brushed his teeth, they said in town, sideways instead of up and down. Yet people pardoned every sin and viewed his antics with a grin, till they were all told by J.B.'s Dawes, there isn't any Santa Claus. Deploring how he did behave, his parents swiftly sought their grave. They hurried through the portals pearly, and J.B.'s left the funeral early. Like whooping cough from child to child, he sped to spread the rumor wild. Sure as my name is J.B.'s Dawes, there isn't any Santa Claus. Slunk like the weasel of a martin through nursery and kindergarten, whistling low to every tot. There isn't any. No, there's not. The children wept all Christmas Eve. I love this story. And J.B.'s chortled up his sleeve. No infant daring hang up his stocking for fear of J.B.'s ribald mocking. He sprawled on his untidy bed, fresh malice dancing in his head. When presently with scalp a-tingling, J.B.'s heard a distant jingling. He heard the crunch of sleigh and hoof, crisply alighting on the roof. What good to rise and bar the door? A shower of soot was on the floor. And what was beheld by J.B.'s Dawes? The fireplace full of Santa Claus. Then J.B.'s fell upon his knees with cries of don't and pretty please. He howled, I don't know where you read it, but anyhow I never said it. J.B.'s replied, the angry saint, It isn't I, it's you that ain't. Although there is a Santa Claus, there isn't any JB's Daws. Said JB's then with imprudent vim. Oh yes there is, and I am him. Your magic doesn't scare me, it doesn't. And finally he found he wasn't. From grimy feet to grimy locks, JB's became a jack-in-the-box. An ugly toy with springs unsprung, forever sticking out his tongue. The neighbors heard his mournful squeal, they searched for him, but not with zeal. No trace was found of JB's Daws, which led to thunderous applause, and people drank a loving cup and went and hung their stockings up. All of you who sneer at Santa Claus, beware the fate of JB's Daws. The saucy boy who mocked the saint, Donner and Blitzen licked off his paint. That's it. Pretty kind of a dark Christmas story, but I like it. It makes me happy. And I hope it made you happy too. Alright, let's go on to the game. And here we go with some Daze Before Christmas. Sadly, my copy of Daze Before Christmas would not play on my Super Nintendo. I'm checking into that, so we're going to emulate it. And that shouldn't be too bad, right, folks? Not too bad, anyway. I'm not going to use any tricks on it or filters. It's blown up a little bit, but other than that, this is original aspect ratio, etc. Daze Before Christmas. Everybody's angry at Santa. And one player. Only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. An evil plot was brewing, cooked up by an awful louse. The cold and evil snowman, there's just one of them, scared all the elves away. Timekeepers stole plans from Santa's house that day. But for the vicious louse, this wasn't bad enough. I'm really gonna show him. I'm gonna play rough. Alright, you get the idea. Santa's gonna have to rescue his elves and beat stuff up. Because, you know, Santa's, I don't know if you know, but Santa's terribly violent. Just terribly violent. And, yeah, likes to kill stuff. True story. Crushes mice under his foot. Alright, so I'm going to open a present. That's an okay thing. That's an okay gift. Which I should have known because it plays the same every time. It's not like it's randomized or anything. Extra hat. Okay, so each hat represents like a hit point. And, like, there we go. I just lost one. And, of course, you lose 5, you die. But if you can find other ones. The game's not meant to be impossibly hard, so it's not too bad. Another note, you don't have to find all the presents to finish the level. You can just kind of run through the level, which I'm doing a little bit of here. I want to show a couple things, though. Ouch. Like, I can jump on the furniture. Oop, darn it. And get back up. But there's some stuff down here, as I recall. Be careful, be careful. No, not the bomb. Avoid the bombs. They're not a weapon. Well, they are a weapon, but they're not for you. They're against you. There we go. Utilizing his skills gained as a former stripper, Santa can climb right up these poles. There we go. Come on, buddy. Get on that platform. There we go. And then Coffee... This is kind of the reverse of me. Coffee turns him into the devil. Where... Coffee makes me a much happier guy. There we go. Another life. And another life. Ooh, nice. Made up for my previous fail. No, I'm not going to get that again. That's a bomb. Another hat. A present. Which, of course, you're looking for. And there we go. End of level. The levels are pretty short. And I like that about it. You know, the Super Nintendo had a tendency... of having these long levels that just went on forever and ever and really were pretty samey. So I'm glad that, you know, I'd rather have like an hour's worth of really good gameplay than like 8 hours worth of repetition. So that's not a bad thing. There is repetition here. This is a very like kind of boring level. Kind of reminds me of Super Empire Strikes Back. I think somebody on Guys, Games, and Beer said that same thing. Yeah, that's another weird thing. Alright, so that's it. I ended the level there. And it wasn't really, you know, there's no real indicator that that's where I was supposed to go. Kind of weird. Just saying. I really like this music on this one. They did a really good job on the Christmas music for this. Alright, I'm just gonna have to... Well, the idea was I wasn't gonna get hit by the owl, but whatever. And now I can melt stuff. White Christmas, it's a remix of. It's really good. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm gonna have to just trust. Do a trust fall. And you can't always trust this game on a trust fall. Ooh. Ha! Rescued another one. Being careful. Down, I believe. And I'm the devil. Great. I can't open presents while I'm him, so I gotta just basically wait it out. And it's a bomb. Oh. Whew. That was almost bad. And it was bad. Keep going. Alright, there's a present underneath. Friendly. Alright, yeah, there's a trust jump here. There we go. Actually, if you look forward, you can kind of see it. Beforehand. Did I miss anything? No. Whoa. Well, if I would have aimed the right way, I would have been okay. Kind of a compelling platformer, to be fair. There we go. Oh, that wasn't good. And end of level. Let's do one more. One more. I like the advent calendar layout of the levels. I think that's pretty cool. Blue magic, I think it said. Or black. I'll know in the playback. Toys are gone amok. I like the way those drop presents, though. J. I thought I was gonna get hosed on that one. I did not. This music's odd. Alright, should I go in there? I guess. I got packaged up. Aw. Well, I guess... Jump of Faith. Weird. Not getting those presents though. See ya, Jack in the Box. Ooh, extra hat, yay! Do I really have to wait for him to pop out? I guess so. Okay. Ah. Man, that helicopter is really kind of out of control, isn't it? I knew I was getting hit by one of those sooner or later. Very linear level. Will their faith jump up? Ah. Come on now. It's been a long time since I hit a bell too, so it's blue magic. Alright. Back onto the flying carpet. Hat, nice. Dislike the Jack in the Box. One thing they could have done is maybe mixed up the characters a little bit more. You know, like once you got characters from one level, they would carry on to the other one. So you'd have like multiple types of enemies. Because it seems like it's just different enemies on every level, which is kind of cool in and of itself, but you know, if you added them to the existing ones, it would make the game have a little more variety, I think. Alright. Good. Oh, come on. Got him. Okay. I wonder if I should have gone further up. Oh. That was just dumb. Oh well. Poorly played. Come on. I think I mentioned earlier that there was a game I got my son for Christmas one year for the the Game Boy Advance, and it was just a ridiculously hard Christmas game. It was just so hard. It's ridiculous. So this is kind of a breath of fresh air next to it. There we go. Made it through the level. There we go. There is a few levels of Daze Before Christmas. I think it stands pretty well as, like, you know, just something to play before Christmas while you're getting, you know, ramped up and trying to get yourself some holiday spirit. It's a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit lackluster, I think, but it's not bad. So, pretty decent game. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of it down below. What's your favorite Christmas game? Also, let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank you very much for watching. Merry Christmas. If you enjoyed it, you know, thumbs up, subscribe for more, all that other stuff, and I will see you in a couple days. Bye.